a couple things. One, this is not on particularly high graphics settings. I started with the lowest to see if and where there were performance issues, and the places where the game is sometimes misbehaving for me, I don't think are from that. So I've stepped them up to medium, mostly. So there's that. It's also windowed so that I can keep an eye on OBS while the game is running. Also, it's easier to get over to it and whatnot, but yeah, it's easier to... I can't keep an eye on OBS without the game being windowed, and partially because it's a Bethesda game. If I can't see it doing its job properly in OBS, I don't fucking trust it to be doing its job. They get weird about alt-tabbing from full screen anyway. So, yeah. I'm about 10 hours into the game. I'm just gonna be doing some of this. I'm not gonna be doing that, but yeah. Every time I give it a quest marker, every time I clear the quest markers and stumble across a new quest, whoop, we're gonna slap that on you, which I hate. So, of course, Bethesda didn't get rid of that terrible fucking mechanic of both forcing quests on people and forcing quest markers on people. Thanks. I found everything but the chlorosilans, just because they happen to be out. Oh. I didn't look at my scan of the planet. I just came out here because the merchants had already been tapped, trying to sell all the shit I had in my inventory, so I came out here hoping there was one. And now they're mostly devoid of money, but all of the junk. Oh, I didn't check. It is possible there's still a couple of things that I don't think I need, or I don't think I have a benefit. Will have a benefit from. And the ship storage. But I should deal with that first. Because I didn't look. Hey, buddy.
What you see?
I'm not quite done with you.
Let me know if we have something.
Some of these. I don't know what I do and don't have a use for. I suspect things like this aren't things I'd be able to cook with, so they should safely be able to go. But that is an assumption. I found that somewhere and it just gets to sit there. It's fine. But, I had managed to get, the
Remember us.
captain
if you need
storage
anything else.
and the proper storage down to just stuff I wanted in them. But I did find one. I can run again. Well, I can jog normally again. But sprinting isn't fucking me up like it was before. And you're along the path here, so surprised I didn't catch you. Must have diverted off to the side because I saw a string of something else. I have not gone out of my way to pick up really any quests. How did I... I don't know how I missed that. I thought I'd gotten all the shit in there. Well, I've got more things for sale. Anyway, the hold itself, my intention was, well, those are weightless ones from people. Resources, aid, because they're both craftable things. And those are weightless, so it's fine. And those for now, because I don't want them in here. Which you can see what I've been putting in here. Because it's pretty. And then the rest of it's plants. And it's mostly full of plants. I did pick up a few more things while I was there, because I talked to him first and then went upstairs and looted everything that wasn't stealing. Including 2 succulents. So I should sell him back his junk that I don't want. Because I had just gotten rid of all but the stuff I'm actually using or wearing. And ammo. Or it's weightless. And I forgot to read you. Well, I must have read it when I picked it up, but you wouldn't let me sell it because you say it's a quest item. Why do you say that's a quest item? I don't understand. Will you let me put it down? That's... Quest items cannot be removed from your inventory. But I have no idea what fucking quest that is. And then write the stuff from the stuff here. Now, it's very nearly full. But I was careful despite having fully scanned Vectera, though that's really just a few resource notes. It doesn't have anything else on it. I fully scanned, no, god, no, I've forgotten the name of it already. Um, the place with the pirates you had to stop on the way. I've only scanned that one. But I was careful not to load up on resources because I was already kinda more than just kinda overflowing my inventory and Vasco's inventory and the ship's inventory. And the bathroom floor with stuff. So I didn't want to have more stuff than I had room for, and that's a really small fucking cargo hold. So I don't have room for shit. Right, which one of these did I want to move towards? While trying to look for more shit. That's the place we were. No. Not that one. I do need to scan, you fucking birds. But I don't need to scan that bird. So we're gonna go this way. Oh look, a thing that needs scanning. Fucking birds. I had poked around before and then, backtracked. Because, you know, still learning the game, so. Oh, yeah, I'll just not get closer to that. Why use ammo if I don't have to? Fucking bird. I extended the range so I wouldn't have to get closer than necessary to hostiles, but sometimes it still wants me to be closer than I should need to be. Ha! Progress. I'm surprised there are as many, flora species, in this environment as there are. Apex croco. I can't scan you from this far away, but I don't want to get closer to you. Considering the name, it being friendly, It's not so likely. Um, yeah, I should be able to skin you, but you're not. But you're not. Oh, spice. I need spice. I need spice. Oh, well, you're having a party. Maybe you resolve some of that between yourselves, and, there was a pile. Thought I saw a pile.
Little help here, please.
You're not dead.
Oh God, can you help me, please? I need to get to my ship, and I can't do it alone. We got attacked by some local predators. I managed to bunker down here, but now I've no way out. There's too many out there. I'll get mauled to pieces if I even try to make it alone. But you seem like you're capable. You up for a quick rescue?
I can give you a med pack.
Then let's do this. My ship's not too far from here. I'll mark it on your scanner, and we can book it together.
Book it isn't really part of my plan. Oh. Where do you want me? Maybe not the direct route, because that bigger one was there. Also, there's enough gravity here that I don't think I'd be able to jump out the way I would want. Oh, you decided to come around anyway. Okay. Oh, excuse you. Coming up from behind me. You attracted their attention in a way that I hadn't. I blame you for that. It's very clearly your fault. You did something that pissed them off and then attracted their attention, and yeah, totally your fault. I was doing fine on my own. How the fuck far away is your... You did not park in a reasonable location, I take it, which is part of your problem. Now, how many of the... Send that up. Dead. You know what? You're hostile anyway.
To survive another day.
Yes, I have weapons with ammo. Far be it from me to not use the mining laser anyway. Because then I can stay in this mode. Hey, little. I only need one more of you. You're gonna misbehave anyway, aren't you? Hallucinogen. And you're just grumpy because you have stuff in your area. Oh. Is that a bunch of little guys? That is a bunch of little guys. I'm not trying to interrupt, I just wanted to get that. You can stop. Alright, you're fit now. I see. I see. Oh, those are pretty. Are those right on top of each other? Yeah. Why? That's a military-looking fucking insignia. Which makes me not particularly inclined to explore them. Fucking hell! You were here. Why the hell didn't you park somewhere that made sense? What the hell were you doing? Suspicious motherfucker. I usually find a little bit of stuff at the base of these. Or at least I have so far. And yes, everything that isn't stealing, that isn't bolted down. So, not harvesting resources when I had nowhere to put them was really fucking hard for me. I don't know how the sound's doing. I kinda tried to check it before I started, but there wasn't. sleeping. It's fine. We're just passing by. Hopefully that dumbass is less inclined to pick fights with defensive creatures that could just leave you alone than Vasco was. But Bethesda has held to the companions are absolute dog shit. So far as, you know, standing right the fuck on top of you, fucking with your stealth, walking directly in the path of you actively shooting. I fucking hate companions and followers. Nope. Nope. Suppose I could show the choices I made when I made my character. Once I get this dumb motherfucker to his ship. Oh. Hi. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. We're finally just about here.
You saved my life. Thank you so much.
I had starting of conversation desync before. It was just okay, well you're trying to instigate this, but it hasn't fully loaded yet. It's fine.
Yeah, it's harsh living off the grid. Without your help, I would have been a goner. Well, that's enough adventure for one lifetime.
Fucking hell. What the fuck? Aren't you... Jesus fucking Christ. Why were you getting stuck and not... What the hell? You say defensive, but... Excuse you, where the... fuck? Fuck off and die. This is a little different. Of course not. Well, in any case, I'm not over encumbered. This is not where I wanted to be. Fast travel back to the fucking ship. I don't like that that's where it puts me. That is not where I intend to be when I'm coming back here. Fine. How much other stuff do I have to... That's not what I fucking wanted. Let's start by removing those, but it won't be enough. You don't have weight. You weigh a lot. The only way to be sure it works is to start from scratch. All of you first. I don't have room for all of those. That's not what I wanted. Homesteader was the best combo of starting skills that made sense for me. Now, if not on file was actually the customizable option, which is what it should be, but it's not, I would have done something similar. But it's sufficient. They all got, their first, never mind, I'll get there when I actually get to the skills. The way I tend to play in the difficulty setting I play on, the health and oxygen were more important. And I don't think I need to explain that one. Yeah. You don't matter. So, the, challenge progress for the ones I started with were, very easy to make happen right away. These haven't been leveled up more yet. Oh, I thought I had. That's why I thought I had more range on that than I actually do. And then the additional skills are obvious. This one. Yeah, those thresholds were not difficult. A variety of unique items is remarkably easy when you pick up everything that isn't bolted down. So, yep. I expect these are going to get more difficult and more convoluted, both as the rank increases, but also with different kinds of skills that are maybe resource intensive to use, like research and crafting based things. I'm going to have to actually use those and have the materials to do so, because based on how everything else is, that's what makes sense. But yeah, those are entirely unsurprising. I didn't actually show what I'm carrying. This, I almost didn't hold onto it. Well, I thought about not holding onto it. I found it on, I don't remember that fucking name. Anyway, I found it on one of the raiders, one of the ones that comes off the ship that lands. And I had found the covered cavern, the thing where the terror thing was, at like level 2. Now, being done with the raiders at the research lab, I think I was level 5, maybe I hit level 6 after the end of that. And I still didn't have great weapons, that was better than what I had, but I finally at least had enough ammo to be willing to try. But I also had this, and it having both poison and light your ass on fire, and a fucking scope so I could actually target reflex sight counts. All ended up mattering. The thing with the shitty ballistic damage, but the light your ass on fire, and I couldn't really make out how much the poison maybe did, but this ended up actually being really useful, despite being dubious at best on paper. It ended up being useful, so I have held on to it. That one did at least half the work there, because I started out trying to use a just better weapon that could also be farther away, and it was not working out as well as I would have hoped. So I moved to the other types of damage, and it worked better. I happened to find that. I didn't. Okay. But I happened to. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, that's what happened. I bumped the volume so I couldn't hear. But yeah, I found this. And, I mean, it was as good as the one I had, except it had, sturdy and radiation resistant. So I figured, you know, why not? It's better. Weighs the same. They gave me that. I mean, you're lighter, but I can't use a boost pack yet anyway. You're lighter, but the resistances don't add up to as much. So, it's not really worth it. I went with this one because the total amount of resistances up here were better. Some have just a lower total if you add them all up. This one added up to more. Do I like the aesthetic? No. But and then it's better than it's better than the clothes I could be wearing underneath. It gives me extra here that everything else doesn't. So, yes, I'm wearing a fucking hazmat suit under a spacesuit. I don't use these, or I haven't yet. I may find myself in circumstances where that might be a thing to do. I'm just not there yet. I forgot to put those down. Doesn't actually matter where I put them down. Just wanted to hold on to them. So they can be sold. I don't suppose there's anything wrong with it. But it's fine. And yes, I emptied anything in Lynn's mining hab. Oh. Who needs to use healing items when you have a bed? anyway. Because I don't have the skills to do more here. I finally did find spice. But yeah, I don't have any of the skills required to advance. Did I? I have no idea. I'm sure I will find ornamental whatever the fuck eventually. And everything else that, whether or not I have the materials, I don't have the skills. And weapon engineering is a tier 2 skill. So it would take a long ass time for me to even get to it. So, and some of that happened just to use resources to make fucking room for more resources. Cause, yeah. Yep. That cargo hold is not big enough. And, of course, this being as far as I've gotten, I have looked at the interface for both buying ships, which I can't afford one that would actually have the space I would want, and trying to customize this one when it's kind of borrowed, and I don't know if it's worth the money to spend to try and modify it to actually be able to have a bigger hold. But considering I want to do more exploring rather than plot, I maybe should just, for practicality's sake, I can make more money. Oh, god damn it. I can make more money. That is also the, roughly the cost of a cheap ship that is not better than this one. Like I said, I looked out of curiosity, and, that's about, 20% of some of the ones that could. I saw a ship that was like 250,000 or so, but it had 2250 or so for cargo hold. This ship has a 450. It's like, I don't have that money, but you have so much space. I'm a hoarder. I need a big cargo hold. Also, there's enough variety in resources that just being able to have some of all of them is going to take up more space than I've got. So, I may do that before I actually leave Jemison to go anywhere else. Because I am on Jemison, like I've done with the other 2 places I have been on. I am going to complete the survey of it before I leave. Yep. So, that's how this is going for me. Not, I mean, all things considered, it's not going that badly. I don't intend to make a series of this, partially because I'm still learning it and potentially ending up retconning meaningful sections of game. I am saving before... I'm saving when I make a level before I make a skill choice in case I encounter a... Oh, I really needed to... circumstance. I don't usually save quite that often. But it's a fairly new release, so of course there's going to be bugs. Hell, even with old releases, there's still fucking bugs. It's Bethesda. So having proper saves more regularly is a good idea. I don't know what to expect, so having more regular saves so that if I actually need to go about that differently, I have options. But since I'm also trying to figure out how well it'll even run on my computer, because like I said, I'm working my way up through these to see how that goes. But this is where we're at the moment, and it's playable. I suspect I will start having staggering and jerkiness if I step it up again. But at fully low, it was looking variably, not always, but in some places more than others, very muddy and unpretty. So I'm trying to figure out what will you actually be playable at and better for viewing. My computer can play it, but it's not new, and it wasn't particularly high end when it was new, so I didn't expect to be able to play it at all the shiny things level to begin with. But also, recording it may not have a big impact, but I'm trying to give my computer as few distractions as possible when playing a game that it can manage, but it would do better if it didn't have to think about anything else. So, besides, if you want to watch a playthrough of someone's first run of this, aetherspoon is doing that already on a good computer with all the good display settings. And he has cats and a partner, and yes, I'll actually even link it. Go watch Spoon play Starfield.